Tallahassee, Florida. The opener in conference play for both of these teams. It's the SMU Mustangs and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you enter Doak Campbell Stadium, you have to walk past the statue of Bobby Bowden first. This is sacred territory in college football. The fans know it. When they get chanting and the horse gets running, you know this is one of the most special places in all of college football. We can't wait to see how the Seminoles bounce back this season here at the Doak. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Mustangs kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Seminoles offense will take the field first. And here's Quintravion Wiesner. The former Texas Longhorn churned out more than 150 yards and found pay dirt a couple of times in their victory last game. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
And how about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
Complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that. They've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The play action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Split backs here. To the air, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Knowles!
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and we did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on fourth down? They got it, kept the drive alive, they end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. He'll return it. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So SMU's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
And this offensive line obviously has its strengths, but you're not going to have to look further than that left side. Like, this offense gets a little bit run-heavy to the left for a reason. Left guard, left tackle, the strength of this unit. They work so well together, great individual players.
He's into the open down the middle. The 40. At the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying play action. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll start this drive from the 42. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. He's got 99 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts that they will take the penalty. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. The give on the inside. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight, they wanted to force feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move gives him the first down yardage. The Mustangs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He's got it on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The pull and throw off the RPO. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's see how these two guys are doing so far. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A first down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Keeps it on the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Fires on the move. It's caught. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And as you start to settle into games as a play caller, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. Find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
Made the grab and's got plenty for the 1st down, but we do have a man slow to get up. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Robinson. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining up all over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
Throws to the wideout. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Another incompletion on third down. The Noles will punt this one away.
Well, this guy is one of the best receivers in college football, and the defense knows it too, right? They've been watching film, and that time on third down, they had him double covered. That's a big reason why that ball fell incomplete.
Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the away team sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks up the first down. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. They'll try to run for it. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Right back to the well. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Just drives it between the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Man, David, that last drive, an exercise in frustration, just couldn't pay it off with a score.
Yeah, and I think this defense is riding the bend but don't break philosophy. Don't give up explosive plays. This offense, Jesse, has to find a way to manufacture some big plays and some scoring opportunities.
Man, I don't know if they're going to win, David, if they have to keep driving 8, 10, 12 plays. You're right. You got to find chunk plays somewhere. So identify the guys that can score touchdowns and get them the ball.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Stanford taking on the number 6 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Cardinals able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game at Doak Campbell Stadium. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Dropping back, it's Jennings. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
And the Mustangs decide to punt it away. Hauls it in at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Noles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He leaves it with his back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. There's the pressure. Fires to the big fella. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Motion from the wide receiver. He'll throw on 3rd down. Gets it out fast. Oh, he's got some space. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside inside the red zone at the 18. And the Seminoles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run it on the counter. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good. The lead is down to a field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Pulls it, fired complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier.
Snags it, and there's running room. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Mustangs want to crank the tempo.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and the level the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And about the only thing good that happened on that last pass from the offense, completion percentage went up. 3rd down got longer. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run, and nothing doing. And the Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Might as well give it to him again. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. He's going to have to strike this ball well in the face of this howling wind. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida first down here as we dive into the college football season. A week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Hauls it in. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Caught over the middle. It's Riles. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. That's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. And the defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it next.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 2. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Noles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the gun. Give on the inside. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run play action. Takes the easy one to the back. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Daniels. Touchdown Seminoles! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
They'll try to tack on an extra point here deep in the game. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. He'll bring it back looking for help. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll run it from the gun.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Using his feet to buy time. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David. You know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. SMU spends his 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. He works his way past the 1st down marker, and that will put this one away. Now the Mustangs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And the Seminoles just want to hold on to this ball for the final minute. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
And it's your job to stop them. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Hale. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Dropping back, it's Jennings. He'll throw it quickly out to the tight end. He gets a pickup of 6 before stepping out of bounds to stop the clock. The Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. At the 40 there. Makes the grab in their space. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. He's looking to pass. He's got it in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that's just a little window dressing as this game is over. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat.